Seriously? You, the guy with a thing for unconventional looks, are on a date with a stunning beauty? Guess you finally woke up.
Could someone call the manager? I'll contact my father. Huh? Yes.
Ever since I was little, my idea of likes had always been different.
No, I'm the one who gets to look at Teacher Doi.
Let's play cops and robbers outside. For example, when all the girls in kindergarten were having their first crush stolen by Teacher Doi, and the boys had grown bored of tag and moved on to a slightly fancier version, I was...
Kazuya, all the other boys went outside. Are you sure you don't want to go?
Yeah, I'm good. I was mesmerized, staring at the Hina dolls. My name's Kazuya Hashimoto, 4 years old. The princess in a 12-layered kimono displayed in the classroom was my first love. Teacher, I'm gonna marry the Hina doll.
Kazuya, the Hina doll is already married. No matter how much you like her, you can't.
Huh? Why not?
Because only a scumbag steals another man's wife. I won't allow it. I'll make them pay alimony and drag them both to the depths of hell.
Okay, I'll give up on married ladies. And so, thanks to my teacher at the time, I was successfully prevented from becoming a lifelong Netori fan. But my tastes continued to be out of sync with everyone else's. That being said, I never thought I was particularly different. I only became aware of it in 4th grade. Huh? You like her? That day, we had gathered at a friend's house after school to do homework together. Like? I mean, she's cute, right? Not just her personality, her face too. Huh? Her face? You think she's cute? No way, man! Don't laugh so much. That's rude to both me and her. I mean, yeah, she's nice, but... Alright, then who do you think is the prettiest? Strictly by looks? I should have stopped, but I was a kid back then, so, confused, I named someone else. Dude, no way! The other kids told Doki off for making fun of me, but when it came to my choices, they all agreed with him. In other words, it was clear that Doki's perception of cute and beautiful was the norm. Hashimoto, turns out you've got an ugly face fetish. And that's how I realized my tastes were different from everyone else's. Huh? Now, as an adult, I wake up an hour earlier than everyone else to increase my annual income.
That's why I, Reika Saonji, am in love with you, Hashimoto. I suppose I wouldn't mind dating you.
Kazuya Hashimoto, at 25 years old, employed at the venture company Actually Matomo, having exclusively dated women who fit the ugly category, for some reason, found himself being confessed to by a ridiculously beautiful anime-like blonde ojo-sama with drill curls. She was Reika Saionji, a fresh graduate who joined the company this year. Just as her name and appearance suggested, she was a genuine rich girl. The day she arrived, a black luxury car pulled up in front of the company, and a stunningly handsome butler stepped out to greet her, leaving the entire office in shock. Why did someone who clearly doesn't need to be here join a company full of people desperate to raise their annual salaries? Incidentally, her butler's name was apparently Francois. Why me? We've never even spoken before. She was still in training and hadn't been assigned to a department yet, meaning we had zero interaction.
Do I need a reason to fall in love? I confessed because I like you. It's as simple as that.
Oh.
So, what's your answer? But don't rush. I am me, after all. I understand a man's desire to play it cool.
I'm sorry.
Huh?
I'm sorry. I can't return your feelings, Reika. I appreciate you telling me, but...
Why not? Is there someone else in your heart?
No, it's not that.
Then why? this company is known for its meritocracy and refusal to bow to power. So I can understand why my family's status wouldn't interest you, but...
She seemed really confident. I hesitated over how to phrase my response. To put it simply, you're not my type.
Not your type?
Ching! Reika freezes, drained of color. I really am sorry. There were other reasons, like not knowing her well, but that was the biggest one. It all came down to the fact that I was just really into ugly faces. Sorry for being so blunt, but... Hashimoto, you're a cruel man. Everyone's watching. Yes, we're in the middle of a lunch break. Everyone had gathered to see us. It was Kuana who spoke to me, by the way. Kuana sounded just like Doki, but... apparently, his ex-girlfriend frequently cried to him about being cheated on by her new boyfriend. Unlike Doki, though, he was actually a decent guy, a hardworking, unlucky soul.
I deeply apologize!
And just like that, Reika Sayonji's confession turned into a public spectacle. Whether this incident had anything to do with it or not, a few months later, she was assigned to my department.
I deeply apologize for disturbing you, I am... not interested.
Our company, being a venture firm, expects new graduates to start contributing immediately upon assignment. Among them, sales positions initially target small to mid-sized companies where they can directly connect with CEOs. Sayonji quickly hit the wall of cold calling. Even regular women struggle with this and sometimes cry. Could this be too harsh for Sayonji? I thought she might give up quickly, but contrary to my expectations, she kept pushing forward.
Hashimoto, may I have a moment? I'd like to get your opinion on something. During my cold calls earlier, most perspectives hung up before I could even introduce myself. I can't even start a conversation.
Got it. Let's try a roleplay. Can you call my work phone? After each cold call session, I listen to her calls to evaluate her performance. I see. This isn't about the script, it's the voice.
The voice?
They hang up because your voice is too sharp over the phone. You're mostly calling salons, right? Salon owners tend to prefer a calmer tone. You should try to sound more relaxed.
I see. I never considered that.
Try speaking gently and politely. Your script is fine, so I think that alone will make a difference.
Thank you, Hashimoto. Can we practice again?
After practicing with me, she started getting more prospects to listen. She even secured some appointments and began making sales visits. But...
Hashimoto, I'm sorry. I failed my sales pitch.
It's okay. You did your best. I'll be back after my meeting, and we can review it together. Cold calling and in-person sales are different skills. Sayonji kept struggling with closing deals. She does fine in practice, though.
Hashimoto, welcome back.
About 3 hours later, when I returned to the office, Sayonji was practicing her sales pitch at her desk.
I heard you closed a deal in just an hour and a half. And an instant contract, too. Incredible.
Thanks, but it was because of the lead you secured. Yes, today's deal came from Sayonji's appointment. She had already booked 2 successful leads in the past. Alright, let's review. Yokoi, what do you think? The one evaluating her now is my first subordinate, Toranosuke Yokoi, who accompanied her on this meeting. I already told her, but I think it's the wrong industry fit. I see. Sayonji, you chose the salon industry because you're familiar with it, right?
Yes, I love beauty and have studied a lot. I've even tried different treatments abroad.
I see. Salons can't afford unexpected visitors, right? Even if they set aside time for you, I think that pressure gets to you. So you start rushing into technical details too quickly, and it ends up feeling one-sided. Yokoi is 23, younger than me, but since he joined straight out of high school, his sales experience is longer. He's bad at cold calling, so he doesn't hold a title, but his closing skills are solid. Yeah, I get it. When you know a lot about a topic, it's easy to start rambling when nervous. One more thing, when you panic, your fancy way of speaking comes out more. Having a gold-haired, drill-curled lady go on a rapid-fire sales pitch is kind of scary. Yokoi, stop! Oof! He's a tall, slim-built guy over 180 centimeters. He casually says harsh things with a smile. Sorry, I should have caught that earlier. So yeah, I think Yoko is right. We should change industries. We need a field where you have more time and where your personality might actually work in your favor. Alright, from now on, Sayonji, you will...
Huh?
Sayonji widens her eyes in surprise. I nod firmly. A month later, in November. Yes, Sayonji, you did it! Your first deal! On a sales visit where I accompanied her, Sayonji finally landed her first contract. A few steps after leaving the client's office, I couldn't hold back my excitement and stopped to tell her.
Yes! I did it! I can't believe just switching to construction made such a difference.
Yes, I switched our target industry to construction. Sayonji had no prior knowledge or connections there. Construction allows for longer meetings after work. Plus, your personality works well with the older guys in the industry.
I never imagined just being myself would be this effective. And to think they signed on the spot. This was all thanks to your guidance, Hashimoto. I'm truly grateful.
You're the one who kept pushing forward, Sayonji.
No, that's thanks to you as well, Hashimoto. Now I finally understand why you rejected my confession.
Oh.
Back then, I had no charm at all. That's why I wanted to get closer to your type. I wanted to become more attractive. That's what kept me going. Hashimoto, do you think I've become a more attractive woman?
As I saw the hope and doubt in her eyes, an overwhelming sense of regret hit me. If only I had explained myself properly back then. Sayonji, you've always been an attractive woman.
Huh?
It's just that when I said you weren't my type, I have a thing for unconventional looks.
Unconventional looks?
Yeah, my taste in women has always been a little off. From 4th grade to middle school, I was teased by Doki for my taste in women. If people found out who I liked, it meant they would be called unattractive. Every time I saw the girl I liked looking embarrassed or hurt, I began to believe my preferences should stay hidden. I should have told you earlier. I'm sorry. As we talked, Sayonji's ride arrived. Well, I'll be heading off. You did great today.
Hashimoto?
Throughout middle school, I tried to keep my preferences secret, but this time, that secrecy backfired. And so, Sayonji's first contract day ended on a bitter note. But the next day, her client's credit check was approved, and her first official deal was finalized. And then, a week later, I had splurged on a high-end restaurant to celebrate Sayonji's first successful deal. Welcome! Huh? Wait, are you Hashimoto? The waiter who greeted me turned out to be none other than Doki. This is the worst. It's been a while. You never come to reunions. What are you up to these days? I work in sales at an IT company. Anyway, can you show us to our table? It's under the name Hashimoto for 8 p.m. Alright. And this lady is your guest? Yeah. Seriously? You, the guy with a thing for unconventional looks, are on a date with a stunning beauty? Guess you finally woke up. Sayonji's expression shifted at those words. I kept my tone as calm as possible. It should be a table for 3. One of my subordinates is running late because a meeting dragged on. Yeah, I know. I was just joking. No way would you bring a third person on a date. Or then again, maybe you would, since you never really grew out of that weird taste of yours. You seriously need to drop that joke. You're an adult now. Even our classmates and teachers told you to cut it out. Luckily, he was the only one who ever teased me about my taste. Even after repeated warnings, he never stopped. Over time, his personality got worse, and he even got into fights. Eventually, I remember that he no longer had anyone he could call a friend. What? I'm just stating facts. Honestly, having your taste might be a good thing. Because you could build a harem of ugly girls easily. That's not possible with normal preferences. Man, you must be living the dream. Doki, you work in a place like this, but I see you haven't changed at all.
That's quite a narrow-minded perspective.
What? Before I could say anything, Sayonji spoke first. Her gaze was piercing, as if she saw through everything. I held my breath.
So according to you, it's normal to be attracted to beauty, and women who aren't conventionally beautiful are undesirable. And because of that, you assume they'd easily fall for anyone who approaches them. Is that what you're implying?
Well, yeah. What's with the way she talks?
I understand your point. There are certain facial features that are generally preferred. I too believe in that standard and held confidence in my own looks, but I've come to realize how shallow that thinking is.
What are you trying to say?
In short, there are global standards for certain things, and knowing them is part of being educated.
Reika lowers her gaze for a moment as if recalling something. Then, with a small smile, she looks at Doki confidently.
But whether someone finds something attractive is an entirely different matter. There is no absolute answer when it comes to personal preferences. They're essential in shaping who we are as individuals. Therefore, no one has the right to mock another person's preferences. From what I've heard, you've been ridiculing Hashimoto for years over this. That is not only disrespectful to him, but also to those around him. I demand that you apologize.
My apologies, but this is a private matter. If I've offended you, I sincerely apologize. Please, let me escort you to your seats.
Are you listening to me? I said I demand an apology. If this were a private matter, you should have said so in private. But you're currently on duty.
Tch, you little brat. Just because I was being polite, you think you can talk down to me? What are you doing? I deeply apologize. We'll take him to the back immediately. However, Doki is well over 180 centimeters tall. He has a strong build, making it difficult to drag him away. We should probably just leave. Sayonji, Yokoi is on his way here. We should be okay going somewhere else? Or we can reschedule.
If that's what you wish, Hashimoto. Though, I'd like to visit a more commoner-style restaurant sometime.
Heh, I don't care if you're some fancy rich girl, talking all high and mighty with that weird speech. You work in IT sales, don't you? No real rich girl would ever work there. I refuse to serve the likes of you. At those words, just as I was about to leave, my feet came to a halt. Enough already! I deeply apologize! Please, just leave it be and head home! I don't care what you say about me anymore, but Doki. She's a true lady who understands the value of things, and tonight was supposed to be a celebration for her first successful deal. I don't need an apology, but you will apologize to her. At those words, Doki's face twisted in anger. You've got to be kidding me! Who do you think you are, acting all high and mighty? Like hell I would listen to you, you damn! Doki breaks free from the staff's grip and charges at me. It's a short distance. I had no time to dodge. My cheek burns. The pain quickly intensifies. I realize, with a slight delay, that I've been knocked down. Sayonji, step back. It's not safe. Call the police. I taste blood. My vision sways, but I try to move Sayonji away. What are you doing? Yokoi had arrived. Seeing me about to take another hit, he immediately tackled Doki. You saved me, Yokoi. Damn, you're strong despite being lean. Anytime, boss!
Hashimoto, are you hurt?
Damn it, let go of me! Sayonji helps me up. Doki's still trying to resist, and he's becoming impossible to handle.
Could someone call the manager? I'll contact my father. Huh? Yes.
Huh? Father? You've heard of the Sayonji group, haven't you? She's the only daughter of the main family. What? The Sayonji group is an old financial conglomerate that every Japanese person has heard of at least once. Later, I learned that Sayonji's family was not entirely unrelated to this restaurant.
I've explained the situation. They'll handle the rest. This method is generally frowned upon in business, and I don't particularly like it either. However, my dear one was assaulted in his private life, so I suppose I have no choice.
Wait, dear one?
Yes. Unfortunately, I was rejected, so it's one-sided, but still.
What? The only daughter of the Sayonji group's main family, a stunning beauty, is into this guy? A sales rep who's into B-tier women?
Is there a problem?
Hey, a mere sales rep? Do you even know who you're talking about? Hashimoto is 25 and already making over 10 million yen a year as a top-performing salesman. What? He's a great guy, makes good money, and honestly, I think he looks amazing. You have no right to belittle someone as outstanding as him.
So, when can we expect your apology?
I'm terribly sorry. At last, we were able to leave the restaurant. Meanwhile, Sayonji's father, the head of the Sayonji group, was furious over how his daughter had been treated. We had to give statements to the police, and as a result, Doki was arrested for assault. Why am I getting arrested? His previous violent incident had been when he was a minor, so normally, this would have been treated as a first offense with a suspended sentence. However, this time, power came into play. Since he showed no remorse and had harmed the daughter of the Sayonji family, the head of the household exerted pressure. Of course, he was also fired from the restaurant. Eventually, even his own family abandoned him. When he gets out, finding another job will be extremely difficult. One would think the restaurant would struggle after such an incident. However, thanks to the Sayonji family's intervention and consideration for the other staff's handling of the situation, the business was allowed to continue operating. I couldn't help but feel a little conflicted about how powerful influence could be when used for the right reasons.
Wow!
That night, at Sayonji's request, we ended up at a casual izakaya instead of a high-end place.
I've always wanted to walk into a place like this and say, I'll start with a beer.
I see. A place like this must feel fresh for you. Alright then. Once again, congratulations on your first successful deal, Sayonji. Cheers! Cheers! Hey, Sayonji, can I ask something? Why'd you even join this company? By the time she had ordered her second beer and was getting hooked on octopus wasabi, Yokoi asked a question we had all been wondering.
I have a quiet and reserved cousin. That cousin once defied her parents and chose to attend a public high school in search of a boy she met as a child. After reuniting with him, she became full of life. Not only that, she even cleared a challenge set by her father and got engaged to the guy. So I became curious about what the outside world had to offer. That's why I joined this company, which is known for valuing ability over connections. And then, there was someone who arrived at work earlier than anyone else every morning and diligently did his job. Even though he was already skilled, he kept pushing himself. That dedication was truly inspiring. And before I knew it, I had fallen for him.
I had been fixated on increasing my income, craving recognition from others.
It turned out I had been watched all along, Hashimoto. I still like you. I may not be your type, but even so, I will make you fall for me.
Personal taste is just another aspect of individuality. It sounds simple, but it's actually quite profound. This lady taught me that. Wait, could it be that And perhaps, one's tastes can unexpectedly change depending on time and circumstances.
Yukoi, I will never lose to you! I had my suspicions, but now it's confirmed! Hashimoto, you're totally into seniors like Yukoi!
The conversation between my two subordinates took an unexpected turn. Even you, Sayonji, won't take Hashimoto from me. Before you get to him, you'll have to get past me, his first subordinate, his mentor in sales, and his right-hand man. Yokoi, don't encourage this. Listen, Sayonji, I was just about to express the feelings that had just begun to bloom inside me. The opposing shouts echoed in the izakaya, and the moment of my confession was...
What?
It's not your fault, Shigure. It's just... a super handsome guy confessed to me. Sorry. Nice to meet you. I'm Hyoma's older sister. My brother's always talking about you.
I'm a regular office worker named Shigure Fuyugiri, and today's my 29th birthday. It's currently 1 a.m., and I'm still on the phone, struggling against an overwhelming wave of sleepiness. Shigure, your sleepy voice is really cute. What are you even saying? If you think that, then maybe you should let your cute senior get some sleep. The person on the other end of the call isn't my girlfriend, but my junior colleague, Hyoma Murray. With a smooth voice, he whispers to me, harboring what seems to be an intense level of affection. Just to be clear, we are not in that kind of relationship. I work at the Japan Love Koi Industries branch office. 4 years ago, I was assigned as Hyoma's mentor when he joined the company. Shigure, about this. Oh, that's written on page 39 of the manual I gave you yesterday. Want to go over it together while you study? That was how it was, but a year ago, I was sent on a long-term assignment to the US branch. I just returned to Japan recently. It's been a year since I last worked with Hyoma, and his attachment to me has escalated even further. Ugh, so sleepy. After ending the call with Hyoma at 2 a.m., I was running on little sleep. At 6 a.m., my phone rang again, waking me up.
Shigure? Sorry for calling so early. Are you free right now?
The caller was Moe Fuyumine, my girlfriend, who's 2 years younger than me. We started dating a year ago through a mutual friend. Yeah, I'm good. What's up? Are you outside? I could hear voices and the wind through the phone, making it clear she wasn't at home.
Yeah. There's something I need to tell you. Let's break up.
What? Let me remind you, today is my 29th birthday. She had promised we would celebrate together, yet here she was dumping me.
It's not your fault, Shigure. It's just... a super handsome guy confessed to me. Sorry.
She kept rambling about her new romance, completely oblivious to my silence. Hey, Moe, do you know what today is?
Huh? Today? Oh, it's the anniversary of my new love.
I knew it. Not once has she said happy birthday. Got it. Well, be happy. Ridiculous. A woman who spends the night with another man on her boyfriend's birthday, and myself for expecting her to celebrate with me. It's all so ridiculous. Well, I guess it's inevitable. We started dating, and then I left for a long-term assignment. Huh? Who's messaging me? Just as I was about to go back to sleep, the message alerts kept coming non-stop. Shigure, happy birthday! I respect you, have a great year. Or better yet, let me make it great for you. Hyoma's rapid-fire messages kept coming in real time. The energy is overwhelming. Haha, you're acting like you're my boyfriend. I already heard this last night. He celebrated me before I slept, and even after I woke up, he was still at it. And apparently, that still wasn't enough. Hey, Hyoma, I get it, so stop, thanks. Shigure, did something happen? Hyoma instantly sensed something was off, so I told him what had just happened. Oh, haha, I literally just got dumped. What? Meanwhile, at that exact moment, Moe, no, Fuyumine.
Ugh, what's his deal? He should be more heartbroken. Don't you think so? Hey, you didn't make a move on me at all yesterday, but now that you're single, you don't have to hold back anymore, right?
Yeah, you're right. It's important to make things clear. She desperately pressed herself against the super handsome guy, trying to appear more desirable. The two of them disappeared into the crowd of the hotel district. 30 minutes after my call with Hyoma, I was summoned to his apartment, which was in the same building as mine. Shigure, happy birthday! Thanks, Hyoma. Who's this?
Nice to meet you. I'm Hyoma's older sister. My brother's always talking about you.
The woman laughing was Yuki Kamuri, Hyoma's sister, 3 years older than him. This was our first meeting. Hyoma's place was decorated for a birthday celebration, with extravagant food and even a birthday cake. Hyoma, what's all this? I didn't take that long to get here. After our call last night, I stayed up all night celebrating your birthday. No way, there's even a shrine dedicated to me. This is some hardcore fan-level devotion.
Not much of a difference, right? He called me over just to have someone to celebrate with.
Apparently, Hyoma had thrown himself a birthday party for me while I was asleep. Still, I can't believe you got dumped, Shigure. She had zero taste. Well, we started dating through a mutual friend, and there was still a lot we didn't know about each other. In that sense, maybe it was mutual.
But her reason? Because a super handsome guy confessed? That's just ridiculous.
Right? Hyoma, calm down. After a while, Hyoma lost control and ended up passing out. Shigure, I'll make you happy.
Ugh, jeez. Sorry, Shigure. My brother's always causing you trouble, huh?
Not at all. I know I shouldn't say this in front of his sister, but he's kind of adorable. When Hyoma first joined, I was his mentor, and he really put in the effort. I appreciated that. I spoke about my thoughts on Hyoma, and Yuki smiled gently.
I see. I'm really glad you think that way about him.
She had been watching me intently, but now her gaze turned to Hyoma, full of warmth.
I know I'm his sister, but Hyoma's objectively good-looking, right? Ever since we were kids, people have always focused on his looks, for better or worse. Because of that, he's had his share of frustrations. But you actually see him for who he is, Shigure.
Apparently, Hyoma had spent the entire night talking about me to Yuki, celebrating my birthday.
I heard about it. You protected Hyoma from people swarming him just because of his looks.
When he first joined, Hyoma became the center of attention at the office. Everyone called him a prince, and women were fighting over him. Even the guys tried to drag him into mixers just to boost their chances with beautiful women. Hey you guys, Hyoma's trying to learn his job, so stop distracting him with irrelevant nonsense. Hearing my words, the others finally reflected on their actions and apologized. The pointless commotion died down. I agree that Hyoma is handsome. I won't argue with that, but he has more to him than just his looks. He has this unwavering dedication to his work, though at the office he comes across as cool and hard to read. That quiet, burning passion for his job is just as strong as his appearance. It's one of his greatest strengths. Wait, why am I even saying this to Yuki, who knows him better than I do? Realizing how ridiculous I sounded, I awkwardly laughed to cover my embarrassment. Yuki chuckled and placed her hand over mine.
Thank you. Really. I'm so glad I got to meet you today and celebrate together.
Yuki, no, I should be the one thanking you. Because of you two, I had a great birthday.
Yeah. By the way, I made that cake myself. Believe it or not, I'm pretty good at baking. I made way too much, so there's still plenty in the fridge. Why don't we keep talking and eat some more? Come on. We should get to know each other better while Hyoma's still asleep. I'm totally getting a head start.
She laughed cheerfully and raised her glass for another toast. I found myself captivated by her energy. Well, wait, Hyoma, my stomach is about to burst. Too bad. This is your punishment for spending the whole time chatting and eating with my sister without me. It was 4 p.m. Hyoma had finally recovered from passing out, and now he was dragging me to a shopping mall. While Yuki and I were chatting, we somehow managed to eat through 80% of the massive feast she had prepared. By the end of it, we had our arms around each other, singing. That's how close we had gotten.
Whoa, Hyoma, calm down. Just because I got along with your sister doesn't mean you have to be so jealous.
Shut up, you idiot sister. Stop calling him by his first name. Shigure is mine.
You really love him, don't you? Oh, I know. If you love him that much, why don't I help you out? If I marry Shigure, that would make you his brother-in-law.
That's not a bad idea. Both of you, calm down. After that, Hyoma tried to buy me an absurd amount of gifts, so I had to stop him. Seriously, Hyoma. He actually planned to blow his entire winter bonus on my birthday. Instead, I suggested we go to the arcade. We play like crazy, making up for the things we couldn't do as students. Come to think of it, I got dumped today. But thanks to Hyoma and Yuki, I had so much fun that I completely forgot about it. As I waited at the station for them to return from the restroom, that's when it happened.
Huh? Shigure? What are you doing here?
Standing before me was Moi Fuyumine, now my ex. I had the worst luck running into her on the day she dumped me. The man beside her was probably the super handsome guy she mentioned this morning. And yeah, he was definitely good looking.
That plushie. Did you go to an arcade by yourself or something? Were you really that sad after I dumped you?
She looked at me with pity. She was the one who dumped me, and yet she had the nerve to make that face. You make it sound like I'm some pathetic guy. Is that guilt talking?
No, that's not it. Oh, let me introduce you. This is my new boyfriend. Isn't he amazing? So you don't have to worry about me anymore?
I was never worried about you. Also, hitting up your ex while you're on a date? That's not a great look.
What? You must be happy to see me, right? You don't have to act all tough.
Moe, I agree with him. I wouldn't be thrilled if my girlfriend went out of her way to talk to her ex.
Sorry, Rento. Yeah, you're right. I mean, it's not like I still have feelings for him or anything. It's just that he really loved me, so ignoring him would have been cruel.
You could have just left him alone. There's nothing you can do for him now.
That's...
Right? You feel the same way, don't you? I locked eyes with the man named Rento. I couldn't read his intentions, but what he said was entirely correct. Yeah, there's nothing I want from her, and there's nothing she can do for me. If anything, the only thing I'd ask is that she never talks to me again. You heard him. Shouldn't you at least grant him his last request? Then suddenly, Moe shifts gears. She turns to Rento and tries to make him agree with her.
Yeah, I agree. He's already heartbroken. The least we can do is hear his final wish. Hey, Shigure, We started dating because our friends introduced us, but honestly, I only saw it as a trial run. I mean, come on. There are tons of guys out there who are better than you, hotter than you. I thought you were handsome, but there's a whole world out there.
She had never once mentioned it was a trial run, but at this point, I didn't even care anymore. What a selfish woman you are. Hyoma returns, his face calm, but his eyes filled with anger.
Wow, he's so hot. But he looks kind of familiar. Do you know him, Shigure? He's insanely handsome.
I have no idea what you're talking about. What exactly do you know about me?
Huh? What do I know? I mean, you're good looking, so I gave you a compliment.
That doesn't make me happy at all. So what? You only care about looks?
That's not what I meant. But they say a person's character shows in their face, right? I don't get why I'm being scolded for giving a compliment.
That's an awfully narrow-minded view. How small is the world you live in? Also, personality and facial features aren't the same thing. When you make up excuses like that, you just sound stupid. Shigure is someone who's both handsome inside and out. But there are plenty of good-looking people with ugly personalities, like me. You're just shallow, just admit it. Moe's lips quiver as Hyoma's cold words leave her speechless. Rento, who had been silent, suddenly steps closer to Hyoma. You're not wrong. She chose me because she's shallow.
Hey!
You know the saying, only if you're handsome? If you're good looking, people let you get away with a lot. The world is cruel like that. She's the kind of person who can forgive anything as long as the guy is handsome. Isn't that right, Moe? I don't fault her for liking good-looking guys, but if she lacks morals, that's another story. I see your point. So she'd forgive anything from a handsome guy, huh? Exactly. Even if I dumped her for a supermodel, she'd be fine with it.
That's not true. You love me, don't you?
I told you, I was just curious to see how easily you'd fall for my looks and sweet words. I thought that kind of gullibility was kind of cute.
What?
Am I imagining things, or do you have quite the personality? I was starting to lose track of whether her new boyfriend was on her side or not. I stood there dumbfounded. Oh, was that a compliment? Thanks. I really don't understand what kind of nerve she had to dump you. Even if your taste in women is bad, at least you seem to have a good eye for men. Well, Shigure is getting promoted to her company's US branch next year. Over there, the president's son and the top-performing branch manager are an unbeatable duo. They've been outperforming the main Japan branch for a while now. And the person they keep calling back to work with them is none other than Shigure. Just like Hyoma said, I was officially transferred to the US branch after my last business trip. Before I even had the chance to tell Moe, she had already dumped me.
No way. Shigure, you're actually that amazing?
He didn't have any connections. He got that position through sheer effort and perseverance. Really, you dumped one hell of a guy. Why do you sound so proud of that? Of course, I'd rather have people recognize Shigure's worth than mine. Seeing how Hyoma believes in me, I decided to simply appreciate it. Man, you really are impressive. Moe, you seriously have no idea what you lost.
What? Sorry. The bathroom line was super long. Wait, huh? What's with this weird tension?
Yuki hurried back, only to freeze at the sight of all of us. Yuki, honestly, I don't even know what's going on anymore. Most likely, this couple was about to have a full-blown fight. I needed to get out of here fast. Nice to meet you. You're his acquaintance too? You're absolutely gorgeous.
What?
Sorry. I've just never met a woman as beautiful as you before. How about we grab dinner sometime? Hey, what the hell do you think you're doing? Get away from Yuki. Shigure's sharp glare makes Rento blink in surprise.
Oh, wait! I'm standing right here. Why are you hitting on another woman?
Huh? What's wrong? I mean, isn't this exactly what you did? Oh, right. I forgot to say this. I found an incredibly gorgeous woman, so my bad. Hey, what the hell do you think you're doing hitting on my sister? You trying to run the plan? Did I hear that right? Did Hyoma just say the plan?
Oops, my bad. But come on, isn't it fair? Letting her experience the same thing?
Well, I guess you have a point. The two of them started whispering to each other. For some reason, it sent a chill down my spine, so I chose to block them out.
Hey, Shigure, you were so cool when you stood up for that woman earlier. So, maybe you can forgive me. I think I actually like you more after all.
She was trying to smooth things over and pass it off as a momentarily lapse in judgment, but... Sorry, I have no intention of getting back together with you. From now on, you're bound to meet countless guys who are cooler than me. I can't keep up with you constantly jumping from one to the next. With that, I finally turn away, heading toward the platform.
Shigure, you heartbreaker. Yuki's totally falling for you now.
What? What are you talking about, Yuki? If you ever come near Shigure again, well, I won't be responsible for what happens. Goodbye, forever. Hyoma's parting words seemed to finally click in Moe's mind. A year ago, Moe had run into Hyoma at the apartment complex where we both lived. She immediately lit up.
Hey, do you live here? Wow, you're insanely handsome. Can we talk for a bit?
When Hyoma saw Moe stepping out of my apartment, he realized she was my girlfriend. This woman is Shigure's girlfriend? Hyoma had known her true nature all along. From that moment on, he must have been scheming. Now that she understood everything, Moe shivered and collapsed where she stood. So, let's fast forward a bit. That same day, Moe was dumped by her new boyfriend.
That handsome guy asked me to get close to you. He knew you'd been hitting on guys behind his back. He just couldn't forgive you for it.
What? You confessed to me just to trick me? That's so cruel.
Cruel? You're both guilty of the same thing. To be honest, I don't really care whose side I'm on. But when I saw how much Hyoma valued Shigure, I guess I got a little caught up in it.
Hyoma had spent my time overseas carefully setting everything up to separate Moe from me. He tracked her social circles, found a guy she'd be into, and sent him her way.
Hey, did you hear? Moe was hitting on guys while she had a boyfriend. Ugh, disgusting. She's cute, but that's just nasty.
She lost all her friends at once, and eventually, she was forced to quit her job. Even after everything, she hadn't changed. She kept chasing after good-looking men, but none of them lasted longer than 3 days before dumping her.
Why? Why is this happening to me? Shigure, help me!
I had no idea who was pulling the strings behind all of this, but it was none of my business anymore. As for the friend who introduced me to her, they later apologized and remained on good terms.
Shigure, I can't wait to experience America together.
The next year, Yuki, who now worked as a freelancer, decided to come with me to the US. Now she's my beloved fiancé. Shigure, I'll work my ass off to get to the US branch. Wait for me. Yeah, I know you can do it, Hyoma. I'll be waiting. Some people fall for looks, some fall for personality. There's no wrong answer, but maybe the real key is having the ability to see someone from multiple angles. Soji, thank you for everything back then. 3 years later, Hyoma made it to the US branch, just as he said he would. And without my knowledge, he had drinks with Soji, the company's president's son. Your advice helped me save Shigure from that awful woman. Hyoma had received guidance from the notoriously cunning Soji, making it unclear just how much of the plan was orchestrated. If there was ever someone you wouldn't want as an enemy, it would be guys like them.